They will come, they will come. Like the sun, like the sun. They will be, they will be. Everything, everything. When you put it out there and it's pure, it's pure. Can't ask for anything more, anything more. Want to do this for you.
What's up, guys? We just finished a quick workout after work. I work at a fast food restaurant at the moment. In case you guys are new to the channel, I work at a fast food restaurant, and today I just decided to record myself working out for a YouTube vlog on purpose to explain why I do this. Because just some background on me. I work at a Burger King, right? I work as a cashier. Let's turn the car on. I work as a cashier, and almost every day I will, work from 1 to 9 o'clock or 2 to 9 o'clock. And that gives me, roughly enough time just for the gym after work. And recently though, I've been wanting to, switch it up a bit. So before I was working out, before work, I was working out before work like about a month ago. And then I decided to switch it up and I was just work out after work. And so I've been doing that for the past month, and that gives me more time to do content before work, right? And now I have more time to do that, and then I can just focus on my self-development after work. After I'm done, with my shift, I get to work out. But the thing is, a lot of people have this schedule where they work, right? They work 10 to 12 hours a day, and understandably, it's quite hard to fit, personal development into your schedule when you're becoming an adult. And there's no sugarcoating this, bro. If I'm being honest, you either just have time or you just don't, no, not that, sorry. You either just make it happen or you don't. And that sounds cliche, right? But let me explain. Results clearly don't care whether you do the actions or you don't do the actions. It will only pick the person that does the action with intention and, with passion, right? One of my favorite verses in the Bible, first book of Corinthians, I believe it's like chapter, don't quote me on this, it's like chapter 9, verse 27, I think. 9 or 19, verse 27. It's from Paul, right? Paul says, I am not shadowboxing. I am always working with a purpose. I am working with a goal or towards a goal. And that's to say that he's now working just to go through the motion, right? I used to go through the motion a lot with my workouts. Hold on, let me see if I can find like a flashlight or like a light, because this is super dark for me to talk to. Okay, so I found the light, but it's not the best thing, but it'll definitely show my face so that you can see me while I'm talking. I'm not gonna turn that way too much just because I'm driving, but yeah, there's this verse in first book of Corinthians, and it just simply says he's not going through the motion, right? Two people can be doing the same thing, but one person will get better results than the other person. Because why? Because he's doing it with intention. It's like reading a book, two people can read the same book, but the first person could probably be like, when you like read a page and you don't really actually read it, you kind of like look at the words, but you don't comprehend what the words mean, so you have to like reread the page again. That's what the first person could do, and the second person can actually read the page with intention, and he'll grasp all the knowledge that is in the book. And so when I say to move with intention, you plan out everything that you need to do to get to your goals with intention. For me, I plan out when I go to the gym you know, it's gonna be after work. I'm probably gonna have something before, you know, I'm gonna eat my meal before, you know, my meal prep, so that I can have the energy to go work out. And then after I go work out, I get to come back home and I have this specific snack so that I don't have to digest too much while I'm sleeping, right? That's what it is. For me, it's about what if that really scares me, right? What if I didn't actually go after it? Because just some backstory, I tore my ACL for soccer, right? And I'll tie this into the story. I tore my ACL for soccer, you know, like about 4 years ago actually, 4 years ago almost actually, 4 years ago. And around this time of the year, like in May of 2022, it is May of 2026 right now. 4 years ago, I tore my ACL. And the thing that tore me apart was the what if I didn't tear it? Just what if, like where would I be right now if I didn't tear it, right? Would I even be at the same job? Would I be even working? Would I be a college athlete? Would I be going pro? Like who knows? That's the thing that tears me apart. And of course, I can get back into it now, and it kind of scares me too anyways, because of, you know, my right knee is very fragile. But that what if is what gets me every so often. It gets me like, shoot, like it gets me thinking, man. That's why I started to get in the best shape as possible as I can, because I was like, there's no way this is the end of my story, right? There's no way this is the end of my story. And so I made a plan to wake up in the morning every single day at like 5 or 6 a.m. Like this is when I was starting out in the gym. 5 or 6 a.m. bro, I had my ACL tear, you know, I recovered from it. And then I was like, you know what, there's no way I'm gonna be this weak again, so that someone could just shove me in a soccer match and I, you know, change the trajectory of my life forever again. And so back to the gym, it's like you either after work you go to the gym, right? There's two options. You either go to the gym, right, after work, and you work out. Even though you're tired, you still work out. That's much better than going back home and complaining and thinking about how much little time you have to go work out. One decision will get you closer to your goals, and one will build regret. One will build the what if story even stronger, right? Every single time I waste, like every second I waste on thinking about what if, that could have been a second of working towards that goal. So when it comes to after the gym, a lot of people complain like, oh, I'm tired, I don't have time, and you know, and like on the way back home, they're like, man, I wish I had time to go to the gym. That time thinking can be put to the gym. That all that energy, you can't destroy or create energy, you can only transfer it. So you can either transfer that energy into complaining that you don't have time, or you can transfer it into the actual physical action of working out. And I would rather put my energy into something that's gonna benefit me rather than make me feel better about my situation. You can either go home and complain how much, you know, how little time you have to improve yourself, or you can stack those days up with going to the gym. In that little time, even though it's like a very small amount of time, you might be going there for like 45 minutes or an hour, that small amount of time over time will compound into something much more better than just going home and just wasting that energy just complaining. I used to complain like, oh man, I don't have the genetics as him, I don't have the time as him, I don't have the career as him. I find that you know, when people do that around me, I can sense it. Like when people complain about their lives and they compare it to other people who have it better, they don't have it better for no reason. They have it better because they're able to handle that stress, right? It's like a physically fit person. It's not that, you know, he has abs so his life is easier. No, he has to handle the stress of eating properly, tracking his macros, lifting hard, all that stress to be able to get that result. Not like, oh, you see all these, you know, CEOs and they have their life so easy. No, they have so much responsibility and it has to be more precise. And for example, I got promoted right now too. I got promoted to a shift coordinator / manager, and it's not that the job gets easier, it's that I have to be more precise with my tasks, right? I have to be more precise with the money management. I have to be precise with making sure people go on their breaks on time. I have to be precise with the drive-through time. That's what I have to be precise with. It's not like it's easier. It's just I have to be more on top of my game. It's like losing fat. If you get lean, you have to be even more precise to get even leaner. And so there's this level of stress that comes with everything, right? If you want to be able to have the physique, you have to be able to plan, even if with the little time that you have. There's a reason why having a good physique is a status symbol, because one, it shows that you take care of yourself, and two, it shows that you'll make time for it no matter how busy life gets. You'll make time for it. And so it shows these characteristics and these traits on what goes with a good physique, which is being hardworking, being consistent, and making sure you're on top of your game. Because it's not that it's not stressful, it's that you just are more precise with it. Every single day I go to work, I always make the decision that gets me closer instead of gets me, builds regret or gets me farther, which is, making excuses gets you farther. That is why I make sure I make time for the gym, because I know that all those days are going to compound little by little to a great physique that I want in the future. And that's what's been helping me build the physique that I have right now, because last year I was nowhere near where I am today, physique wise, right? And I learned all that self-development, and it just compounded over time with, just giving it patience, be patient, and being hardworking every time I'm in the gym, and being on top of my meals. So we just got back home right now. So now we're gonna make a quick snack, just to get the protein in and make sure that we can recover right by sleeping well. Even though it's quite late right now, it's 10:30. We're still gonna, try to find some time to sleep, and then be at it tomorrow again at 5 a.m. So I appreciate you for watching. I thank you for, looking at my journey, as it's quite uncertain right now. But all I can do is not just keep doubting myself, but to just keep putting the inputs and recording videos, and seeing how I can improve as a content creator, how can I improve my physique, the business I have, the coaching business I have right now. And it's just all just juggling everything at once. So got to be able to learn that. I appreciate you for watching, and I hope you continue to watch my journey. From this YouTube channel, I'm at like 600 subscribers right now. So yeah, appreciate you for watching, man. I hope you got some value. And the light turned off. Wow.